All right, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the WolfPackMan YouTube channel, Old Man Old Packs. And one of my favorite things to do is to show something on the channel that I've never shown before. Again, trying to capture as much of the history of card collecting as I can. Um, and today's going to be one of those days. I found this on eBay. I paid like $3 for this thing, but I normally go to the trading card database, and that's where I find out more about sets and rookies and Hall of Famers and everything. This I couldn't find this on the trading card database. So what I have here is from Classic Major League Baseball. It's a trivia board game for 1992, Series 1. You got Ken Griffey Jr. card poking through there. And over here, you got, looks like another card you got that has Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Steve Avery, and Nolan Ryan on it. So 3 pitchers and Barry Bonds. Again, 1992 version of Barry Bonds. Much skinnier version of Barry Bonds. This thing's 33 years old. Trivia board game, but it says 99 cards and 4 micro player pieces. Reusable carrying case. I wonder if that means someone already opened it and reclosed it. I have no idea. Look at the back side. You got this spinner thing. And you do have what looks like maybe these are the cards that are in here. We'll find out if they are. That would be cool. Oh, micro player pieces are Avery, Bonds, Clemens. So this must be the micro player pieces. And then looking here, I'm seeing Darryl Strawberry, Jim Thome, Frank Thomas, Kirby Puckett, Cal Ripken, Deion Sanders, Ryne Sandberg, Don Mattingly, the Crime Dog, Fred McGriff, Hojo, Howard Johnson, Cecil Fielder. All right, I hope there's a Cecil Fielder. Tom Glavine. That would be there. I see Barry again. Jose Canceco. That's always fun. David Cohn, Will Clark, Albert Taco Bell, Bags is on there, Roberto Alomar. So no idea how this works, how this game works, but I am interested in. I'm gonna pop it open and we can check out the cards, and that'll be fun. And something tells me this reclosable case is nope, not gonna reclose it ever again. This is gonna be a one and done. One and done opening. It's kind of neat. Set that off to the side. Oh, look, they got the little holders for these little cards. It's kind of cool. Dang. 2 big chunks of cards. That's cool too. Here's the game thing. I wonder if this is something I can play with my grandkids. So we got the game board right there. That's sweet. Out. No, give me a triple. Yeah, there we go. And let's start with this one, since these must be the micro player cards. See, I pulled the scissors out because I thought I would need them. I guess I don't. Well, I spoke too soon. So if you're somebody who's watching who actually had this game, I'd love to hear. You know, feel free to post in tell us more about the game itself. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, this could be bad. This could be very bad. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think these are coming apart. And that's what happens when cards are, well, you could tell by the discoloration of the case that they probably had been exposed to some heat or something. So, but I didn't expect them to be this bricked. This is very bad. I can't even bend it. Oh my god. This, I can't I literally can't I can't I can't even peel off one card. Holy cow. Oh no, I just crushed Don Mattingly. Oh, I'm sorry, Don. I did not mean to do that. I wonder. See, now that card, there's Bagwell. I salvaged a Bagwell, but I sacrificial lamb Don Mattingly. Sorry. Yeah, this might not be worth everyone's time. Let me. Oh, so, so sad. Okay, so Wilson Alvarez, Kyle Abbott. We'll just go through these as best we can. Jim Abbott, did a whole episode where I got his autograph in a pack. That was cool. Ed Zosky, Orlando Merced. At some point, Orlando, Paul McLean, Cheeto Martinez, Shane Mack. Here's what the back of the cards look like too. Trying to figure out. Oh, there's the baseball questions for trivia. Mark Wohlers. Here's a trifecta card. Is that Maddox in the middle? I don't know what that card's. Oh, look at this. I've got plastic everywhere. So this one's actually pretty cool. Sean Barry. I thought it was George Brett for a second. Jay Bell. Oh, there's Barry Bonds. Tim Raines hit the triple to win the 1987 All-Star game. True or false? And it's true. So there's Barry. Nice little skinny Barry. Here's Albert Taco Bell. Oh, cool. Look at this Kirby Puckett card. That's cool. That's almost ghost-like, isn't it? Kind of sad. Tom Pagnosi. Jack Morris. Sweet. I didn't see Jack Morris's name in that list. Terry Pendleton. Mike Mussina. Ryan Bowen. Look at his face, man. Not having a good hair day. Andy Beans. Derek Bell. Kim Baptiste. Brian Williams. Phil Plantier. High draft choice Phil Plantier. Denny Nagel. Hal Morris. Kevin Mitchell. And John Wetland. is the last one in that group. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so far I feel bad for Don Mattingly. So that card came off. This would have been the card that you obviously cut those guys up and use these little things so they stand. Maybe they're the ones that run around the bases or something. But so that's a cool card. Darryl Strawberry. Terry Shumpert. Mo Sanford. Jim Thome. Rocket Roger Clemens. Will he ever make it in the Hall? That's sometimes you don't make it if you misremember. Andujar Cedeno. Jay Buhner. Scott Brosius. John Wiener. Brett Barbary. Andy Ashby. I almost said Alan Ashby. Andy Ashby. Scott Aldred. Detroit Tiger. Scott Aldred. Oh, the crime dog's on the backside. Steve Avery. Roberto Alomar. Oh, look at that card. That's pretty cool. Luis Mercedes. Chuck McElroy. The Perfect Game. Who is that? Denny Martinez? Is he the one that pitched Perfect Game? Denny Martinez. Perfect Game. And Crime Dog, Fred McGriff. So that's pretty cool. So far, pretty cool. I'm glad. I thought for sure they were all bricked. Now the question is, can I get... Is there any... See, they're so thick here that I can't... I'm going to have to do... Wow. Oh, Scott Cooper. All right, let's see what... Okay. Old, 30... What are these, 33 years old? 1992, yeah, 33 years old, so, I mean... And obviously weren't treated well. Scott Cooper. Oh, look, I could have... Look at the card that I salvaged. Very happy about that. That I didn't destroy that card. Darren Lewis. Chuck Knobloch. Good player. Who's number 7 sliding under him for the Sox? Something I should go look up. Hojo. Howard Johnson. Brooke Jacoby. Frank Thomas. Big Frank Thomas. Kevin Tapani. Now, granted, none of these cards will ever get graded, but Tim Spear. But to me, it's just fun to be. I've never seen any of these cards before. I've never seen this game, so to me, I'm just having fun. Walking down memory lane, 1992 style. Danny Tartable. Lee Stevens. David Cone. God, that guy was so good for so long. Look at that. 3.29, 3.18. 166 games in a 3.18 ERA, man. I don't remember not being a Mets fan. I don't remember how his career ended. But obviously, I'm just going to guess it had to be injury. Will Clark. I could still see Will Clark making it to the Hall at some point. Dave Burpa. Royce Clayton. Jose Canseco. Why is there a ball laying on the ground next to him? I wonder. That's just odd. Cheeto Martinez. Cheeto is there another card in there? Yeah, Shane Mack. We've got Mark Wooler here. And there's Shane Mack's card. The photography on these cards is really sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. I don't see how I'm going to salvage this Ken Griffey Jr. card. Right off the top, man. That's kind of a shame, too. Always liked, always collected Ken Griffey Jr. cards. So I'll just be able to add it to my collection. Not too bad. Brian Harvey. Tom Goodwin. Oh, that's actually a cool card. Just says 47 on his bat handle. Could have said something a lot worse. Here's the 9. Oh, man. Is that Rickey Henderson stealing his 939th base? And that looks like third base, actually. So that's got to be Rickey Henderson. That's a cool card. Roberto Hernandez. Reggie Sanders. Oh, here he is. Nolan Ryan. Let's see what kind of stats we got. And Arthur Rhodes. Let's see what we've got back here for Nolan. We've got 314 victories and a career 3.175 ERA. Complete games 220. Strikeouts 55,511. 61 shutouts. Oh my God, Nolan Ryan. Insane. And look, it's the same as the little card. Okay, so that leaves us, oh, look, we got Rhino right on the top. Second Mr. Cub, after Ernie Banks, of course. And maybe I'll just split these. Oh, look who was on top there. Todd Van Poppel, remember? Remember how highly recruited he was? Oh my God, look who, Ryan and Cal, back to back. Dang, glad I didn't torch those guys. And then we've got Carlos Hernandez, Chris Haney, Tom Glavine, stud, Carlos Garcia, Devin White, remember him? He's a good player. Oh, look at this. Deion drops in. Deion Sanders in a helicopter. Probably running from football to baseball or something. And so they captured the moment. That's pretty cool. Pudge Rodriguez. Willie Randolph. I'm so glad that I thought for sure when when they were bricks. Carlos Quintana, I thought for sure they were all just gonna be super bricked. And there's a little bit of bricking. See a little bit. Like this Frank Thomas one has a little bit of white on it, but all in all, a lot of them, the pictures look great. So definitely, at least in the front's not bricking. So of course, I probably just jinxed myself for this last stretch here of 10, 15 cards. So Todd Van Poppel, Julio Franco. Remember how? Look at that. Remember how what a good batter he was too, and that exaggerated. Looks like I got something stuck there, but that's all right. Cecil Fielder, one of the few highlights for the Detroit Tigers in the 90s was Cecil. Awesome. Lenny Dykstra, stud Lenny Dykstra. Dave Fleming. Cal Eldred. Scott Livingston, Detroit Tiger. Ray Langford. Is that Ozzie? Is he clapping hands with Ozzie Smith right there? I think he is. Kind of feel like that makes that a Hall of Fame card. Pat Kelly. Detroit Tiger Mark Leiter. Daryl Kyle. Steve Foster. Dude, lighten up. It's just baseball. have some fun. Hector Fajardo. And the last card is Chris Crone. So there you go. Front and back, you got some trivia questions. Obviously, you got to answer a trivia question. You answer right, you get to spin. Who the heck knows? Maybe that's how it works. You got to answer the question right, or it's automatically an out. Otherwise, you get to spin. I don't know, but I can see if I was young when this came out, I would have had a blast with this game. So the big fatality is absolutely the destroyed Don Mattingly card. I feel horrible about. Sorry, Don, what I did to your card, buddy. You're a Hall of Famer in my book, so that's it for today. First time ever on the WolfPackMan YouTube channel. 1992 Series 1 Classic Major League Baseball trivia board game with cards. Think about it. What is this card worth? I wonder if this is a collectible card. This got to be fairly rare. Well, they could have only made what, maybe 100,000 of them. Peace. Go Tigers. Peace and pickleball. Peace and pickleball. See you guys on the court.